These are not the sounds from a war-torn region in the Middle East or Central Africa. No, this is the sound of a deranged gunman murdering 59 people and injuring another 527 from the 32nd floor of his hotel room at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is America. The United States of America has the highest per capita number of guns in the world, with 88.8 guns per 100 people. This obscene amount of weapons stems from the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution that was ratified over 226 years ago. This was during colonial times, where guns were commonplace, used for hunting and general self-protection. The guns used during this period were simple single-shot weapons that required the shooter to reload his chamber after each pull of the trigger. A far cry from the highly sophisticated pieces of mechanical engineering wonder that we are familiar with today. Today's semi-automatic AR-15 can spit bullets out as fast as one is able to pull the trigger, which equates to about 90 to 120 shots a minute. With these sort of numbers, it is very clear to see how, in the space of 5 short minutes, one individual can impact the lives of almost 600 people. America, we have a problem. Research has shown that an adjustment to gun control laws will have a huge impact on the number of gun-related deaths. This has been shown to be true in countless countries across the globe. One such country is Australia. In the year 1996, a mass murderer killed 35 people, and in response to this, the Australian government aggressively cracked down on their gun laws, and as a result, over 650,000 guns were destroyed. The first decade of the law alone saw a 59% drop in Australian gun homicides, while non-firearm-related homicides stayed level. In other words, people didn't switch to machetes or poison so much as they stopped killing altogether. In the decade since 1996, Australia has not had another mass shooting. The argument of most pro-gun groups is that guns are necessary to fight against a tyrannical government. But the reality of the times we live in is that if the United States government decides to turn on its citizens, we would not have a fighting chance. The U.S. government has the armed forces at its disposal. This means that the average AR-15 toting, shotgun wielding, handgun enthusiast would have to come up against the Air Force, the Army, the Coast Guard, the Marine Corps, and the Navy, along with all their firepower. It would be a massacre. Like most individuals who advocate for stricter gun control laws, I believe that guns have a place in society. My goal is not to eradicate them completely, but to put basic things in place to ensure America as a whole is being smart about their guns. These simple, common-sense steps could have a huge impact on a number of gun-related deaths across the country. One such step would be the implementation of laws preventing individuals with mental illness from owning guns. Insisting that background checks are performed during private sales of guns and at gun shows. Creating a national database where gun sales are tracked. Preventing individuals who are on government watch or no-fly list from purchasing a gun. And finally, banning assault-style weapons banning the sale of parts that make semi-automatic guns fully automatic, and banning high-capacity magazines. The goal should be to ensure that the pros of owning a gun far outweigh the cons. In doing so, we can create a safer world. We might not be able to eliminate them completely from society, but we can definitely take steps to prevent unnecessary gun violence across the country.